Um, so, hi, my name is Hope. I'm the director of Central Washington University's Museum of Culture and Environment, and I'm here with Ashton, who is a member of the Primate Awareness Network. Ashton, thank you so much for agreeing to sit down and talk to me today.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me so that I can talk about the initiative we have going on.
Absolutely. So I think that's going to be my first question. Hey, can you tell me a little bit about this initiative and how it sort of intersects with larger sustainability efforts?
Yeah, so this year we were trying to see how we could really branch the Primate Awareness Network out and kind of put our hands in a lot of different cookie jars to make a difference. So one of them that we're working on is a palm oil initiative. So we discussed this as a club first before taking it anywhere, obviously. And we discussed whether we would want to try to push boycotting palm oil or push for a change to sustainable palm oil. And so that sparked a lot of discussion, and we decided that we would like to do a push towards sustainable palm oil. And we decided this for a few reasons, but one of the biggest ones is that palm oil is such a big product and it's really easy to get, but it does deforest a lot of areas. But if we were to start boycotting palm oil, then that would mean that the local people who make a living off of this palm oil plant, all these palm oil plantations, would not have that living. And so we wanted to kind of try to take like a One Health perspective and really be thinking not only about the primates that we care a lot about and other wildlife, but the people that are there too. So that
Cool.
started our pathway towards the sustainable palm oil and the initiative we're taking up with Central. And right now we're in the early stages of it, but we've been looking at the inventory lists for both dining and maintenance to see what products have palm oil and if they're a member of the RSPO, which is the Roundtable for Sustainable Palm Oil or on sustainable palm oil. So we've been looking at that kind of to see where everything fits and what changes we would like to request the university make.
That's really awesome that you all have taken that initiative as a student club. Can you just talk to me a little bit about the issues surrounding palm oil more broadly, its effect on non-human primates, on human communities as well, and of course on the landscape?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I was saying, palm oil is really common in a lot of processed foods and cleaning products, cosmetics, because it's a vegetable oil additive. And it's the most productive edible crop. And that means that it's even though it's not particularly environmentally friendly because it does result in a lot of deforestation to get the palm oil, it is more environmentally friendly and sustainable than other crops such as soybean oil, which is also deforesting a lot of locations. So we, like I mentioned, want to do the sustainable approach because of this broader aspect of the people that are involved with farming palm oil, and all the different wildlife. So it's not, obviously we're taking a primate perspective and we want to help save the orangutans and the gibbons that are in the area, but there are over 193 species that are impacted by palm oil. So
Mm.
that's definitely like it has a really, really big impact. But like I said, boycotting it doesn't really fix it because if you boycott it, then that just means that some oil, other oil will take its place, and you're also killing the livelihood of the local people. So it's really not a good solution. And so that's why we want to do sustainable, because we think that that is the best way to approach a better future, I guess you could say, for both the local area and just the whole world in general, because sustainability is always the first step in the path to the future.
So, where's palm oil harvested? I mean, where are these palm trees located at predominantly? Where
Yeah.
are the products that we purchase and we use with palm oil? Where are those from?
So it is found in Malaysia and Indonesia predominantly for palm oil. And these palm oils kind of, the purpose of it is to keep shelf life pretty much. So that's why it's in so many products. And it's in a lot of things you wouldn't even think it would be in. And so that's why it's like really important to really be thinking about what we are getting as consumers to try to make the most difference, I guess you can say, as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I'm a consumer, um, I use some cleaning products. I not probably as many cleaning products as I ought to use, but and some I guess personal hygiene products, and I do like candy. So what is some advice that you can give us to be aware of this issue?
So I think one step is just kind of knowing what ingredients are in the things you're purchasing. And that can seem really daunting. I know that that was something that was really daunting to me at first. And what's really tricky with palm oil is that it very rarely just says palm oil. So there's many different derivatives of palm oil. So you can't really just look at the ingredient list. And there are a lot of different approaches to this. And I'm by no means an expert, but I really like the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and I really appreciate their approach to palm oil. And they've created an app where you can look up the product and you can scan a barcode or you can search the brand, and it'll let you know if that brand as a whole is a member of the RSPO. And so the purpose of knowing this is that the RSPO is a worldwide organization where palm oil farmers are on this RSPO board. There are businesses on this RSPO board. That's eventually the goal that I hope to get Central to, is to be the first university to be a member of the RSPO. And so essentially all these stakeholders work to make the plantations more sustainable. And so the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo app has this um, kind of algorithm, I guess you could say, where it will rank all the different companies that they have on there, whether they're good, excellent, poor, need work, as far as how sustainable their palm oil is. So that doesn't mean that it's telling you what each individual product they make does, or if it has palm oil, but it's telling you kind of the bigger picture and how they are as a company.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely going to download that app for sure.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you for that.
definitely good.
Well, is there anything else you want to let people know about palm oil or about the work that the sustainability work, especially that the Primate Awareness Network is engaging in?
Yeah, I think one really important thing, and I've mentioned it multiple times through this, is that I don't think that boycotting is the right way to go with palm oil, because you really do need to be thinking further than just that one thing you're really passionate about. Like, because if I was just thinking about the non-human primates there, then I would probably think boycotting was the right thing. So I think it's really important to be thinking of the bigger picture whenever you can. And I also think that it's really important to remember that sustainability isn't an end goal, but rather it's a stepping stone.
Mm,
So we need to work to get to sustainable palm oil, and then we can work to better that. And it's not an end goal, is really the major takeaway that I've learned with sustainability, is that it's just a way to get started.
yeah. Wow. Well, that's a great place to end, I guess, because we all have our part to do, and I think it often feels like we're all sort of at the start
Yeah.
of doing our part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And I'm excited to hear about all the wonderful things that you and the Primate Awareness Network is doing. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.